safe and sound. I wish time would stop like suspended animation.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from O.Co Coliseum.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Tim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
First down at the 19. Manning uncorks a long pass. Able to reach up and grab it. They come to the line at the 31-yard line. Green's a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield. Sanders got in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The Big Mo, and Big Mo is on their side. That is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
Jones will run this one out. Still not taken down. Jones tackled down at the 17. And a a run back of about 18. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 17. Michael Rivera with the reception. No one's going to get him now.
The 30, the 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play, what a run.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
Caldwell's going to test the coverage this time. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Broncos offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
First down at the 21. It's intercepted. Touchdown.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception, about the defense, and then taking it back all the way for the score.
Driving extra point is good. Bolden's going to test the coverage here. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
And at the 49, he'll be brought down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Peyton Manning looking down the field. That brings the play to an end.
Well, one of the prettiest plays in the NFL, maybe in all of sports, is still the long pass down the field that is completed. What a nice throw and catch.
First down following the long play. Scanning the field. Woodson's there to take him down.
He has blossomed into a big-time receiver in this game, Emmanuel Sanders.
Well, it's not about just the offense. Oh, the offense gives him those numbers. He has shown wherever he plays, no matter who the coach or the quarterback is, he can get it done. If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Midway through the first. Brought down after picking up just a yard.
Nice job by the offense getting it inside the 1 yard line. Let's see if they can push it.
Breaks the plane, and it's a touchdown. They tie this game midway through the first. They were a little sluggish there at the start, but it looks like they have some fight in them after all, partner.
Jim, you're right. It was a slow start, but it doesn't matter. It's a long game. It's 60 minutes. It's not always going to be perfect, but that was a nice touchdown there.
Jones got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders offense coming back onto the field after a touchdown drive the last time they had it, and they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. No matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat what we're trying to do.
That's a gain of 7.
The Raiders did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position.
Press coverage all the way. Rivera is able to grab it. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
And incomplete.
For the offensive unit, the starters include Michael Crabtree, a wide receiver, a first-round pick out of Texas Tech in 2009.
I think this is going to be a breakout year for Michael Crabtree. He's got experience. He's overcome injuries. And now it's time to put it all together on the football field, and I'm sure he will.
This play set up by the long gainer. Murray's got it on the handoff. Ware's able to read that play and make the hit. Pass is intercepted. Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, going to take it home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
Jones running this one out. Webster's in on the tackle. That return's good for about 16. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The give.
Murray's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Ray's the one who made the big stop. The Raiders from the 27. Michael Rivera with the reception. First down at the 42. Easy catch there. No one near him. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
And it looks like we'll be going into quarter number 2 with a tie game on our hands, partner.
Yeah, a tie game going into the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be an exciting day. And listen, that's what we always love up here, isn't it? We love exciting games that stay close. And this one has the looks of that.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Sanders is going to make the fair catch this time. The Broncos now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
First down at the 20.
Intercepted. Tackles made.
Late in the first, and it looks like the offense now has a great opportunity to break the tie.
Yeah, now it's time to go out there and get something done. My gosh, you practiced all week. You know, I kept hearing from the coaches, and so did you, Jim, how good they looked in practice on the offensive side. Well, show it to me. Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Vaughn Miller has him behind the line of scrimmage.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Murray comes down with it.
Trevathan that time on the tackle. The second quarter about to get underway, and it looks like this game is well on its way to being a shootout, partner.
Yeah, hey, how about that? I mean, the offenses, they love what's going on. The defenses, they are struggling, trying to figure out what to do. And when you're struggling on the defensive side, you don't know what to do. I always know the answer, blitz.
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
The Raiders don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
And the offense will call a timeout.
The Raiders are going to have to punt. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Broncos' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points.
First down here after the completion.
Manning's going to take it from the gun.
C.J. Anderson with the catch. Second down and 5.
Thomas got it on a pass that had some heat.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Ball is out.
A recovery by the defense.
He's brought to a halt.
That was nearly a flawless offensive first quarter until the fumble.
Well, it was, and finally we saw the defense step up. Somebody made a big hit. When you hit ball carriers, if you hit them hard enough, trust me, they'll give up that ball.
First down at the 35.
The catch is made by Crabtree. They need to get the play off. First down on the way.
The Raiders will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Cooper's tackled down at the 24. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And intercepted. Phil, how about the timeliness of this interception midway through the second quarter?
Jim, anytime you make an interception on the defensive side, that's a good time. No question. A good time for the defense, the football team. Now we'll see if the offense can take advantage of that.
Manning set. Empty backfield.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas. Has the catch. Allen's there that time for the tackle.
Well, it's a big game by the offense, and that's what this league is about. We talk about so many things. Oh, play good defense, don't turn it over. But it's about big plays. You got to take chances down the field. The quarterback was willing to do it that time, and he made it happen.
Manning's now completed 4 in a row. First and goal from the 6. Anderson's going to receive the toss. They will snap it now at the 7-yard line. We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. Second and goal from the 7. Wide to the left. Power surge for 6. Touchdown.
Not everybody's able to run the football in near the goal line for scores anymore in the offense. It's just too hard. But this offense, tough. The offensive line, give them credit. They gave the running back enough room, and he got in there for the score.
Makes the PAT. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Ross is going to run this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Pulls it in. That's his first reception today.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Ward that time in on the tackle. Tight ends are absolutely crucial to what an offense does now, and we're seeing why here in this first half, partner.
Yeah, we are, Jim, and I think it started years ago when the New England Patriots would come on the field and use multiple tight ends. It was a good way to fool the defense and be able to throw it to the tight end, and it's working so far here today for this offense. Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy. I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Looking long. This next play coming from the 47-yard line.
2nd down and 10. To Crabtree.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Carr's completion percentage 70% on the day.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go the hurry-up offense. Nice job by the coach. We'll see if the quarterback can make it work. When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Carr's now completed 4 in a row. 1st and goal. What a catch. Touchdown. Boy, things suddenly feel a lot different as that touchdown ties things, Phil, right before the intermission.
Oh, yeah, it just changes everything. It puts one team in a funk because they let the other team tie it up. And, of course, when you're the team that's behind and you score that touchdown to tie it up before halftime, man, that makes you feel great.
Caldwell's going to test the coverage this time. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
The Broncos coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Anderson's got it on the toss.
If you are a fan of defense, you may want to look away. An offensive explosion in that first half. Larry Ridley has plenty to talk about coming up at the intermission.
Jones will run this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but look, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
Second down following the run.
Zebra! Right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Zebra!
They better hurry to get the snap. Carr's back in shotgun formation. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The Raiders from the 22. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Coming back onto the field for this third quarter, Phil, you knew that would be important for these defenses to start making some stops. And here's a good one on third down.
Well, you try to get that bad taste out of your mouth that you had during the first half because it was awful defense, but a good start, like you said, here in the third quarter for the defensive side.
And Sanders has stopped there.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
Manning's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. On the money. Mark him down for another reception.
Jim Nance, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Second down after that pass play. Getting set as fast as they can. Looking long, but it's incomplete.
All you have to do is watch the head of the receiver. When they drop footballs, usually it's because You can see their head move the other way before the football gets there. That's what happened this time, and it's a drop pass.
3rd and short following the incompletion. Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. Takes it from the gun. Intercepted.
The defense came out for the second half ready to go. Let's see if we can say the same thing about the offense with a chance to break the tie here.
Well, the defense went in at halftime in 2 things. They got rested, they got some knowledge from their coaches, and they came out here and they got it done.
Latavius Murray makes the catch. Harris going to make the tackle. Wasting little time.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
It's 2nd down and 3. Trying to power his way right up the middle. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. The Broncos will use a timeout here early in the 2nd half.
All right, here we go.
Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
2 hands on the football and has the catch. Stewart's in on the tackle. The Raiders in a tie game have to like their chances the rest of the way with the way their quarterback is playing. Carr's had a strong performance, and it's why this game is tied up at this point.
Yeah, a couple things you want to talk about this game so far here today. The quarterback has been outstanding. He's made good decisions, but the offensive line, my gosh, they are giving him time, and he is taking advantage of it.
2nd down after the incompletion.
Here we go.
Makes the catch. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can fool them with a run here, or you can take a chance and throw the football in the end zone to get a score. Gets tight down here in the red zone, so if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, and you can knock it down.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. Should have had it.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Hey, we go Riley. Wide and yay.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Good job that time by the defense. They stop him short on 3rd and goal. What will the offense do? I'm sure the defense is hoping they go for it.
Should be an easy one here. The kick is good. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, and now they own the lead thanks to this successful kick.
Yeah, Jim, when you get the lead somewhere in middle 3rd quarter, that's when you start thinking about managing the game. How can we get to the end and still have the lead?
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. No return here, so Manning will start this drive from the 20. The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. And Daniels has got it. First down.
The Broncos look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Down the field. Makes the play. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Still the prettiest play in the NFL. The long arching pass down the field and watching a speedy receiver run right under it. What a throw, what a catch.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Anderson's taking the handoff. McGill's there to make the tackle.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First and goal from the 9. Almost intercepted that time.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Second and goal from the 9. Outside now on the toss. Runs it across for the touchdown. We're heading to the 4th, and partner, they look to have seized command of this game with that touchdown.
Oh, I think they have. They have seized command, Jim. They've put the pressure on the other coaching staff and the players. This is a great spot to be in.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Jones going to test the coverage here. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders haven't enjoyed nearly the same kind of success offensively in the second half as they did in the first, Phil.
Well, Jim, I think they just got tired. They were having so much success going up and down the field. They tired out. But, hey, give the defense a little credit. They're playing much better here in the second half. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 21. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
The Raiders just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Could have been intercepted.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40, and there's a drop.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
And you know, Phil, with this third quarter winding down, how important a third down stop might that wind up being?
Oh, I think it's going to be huge, Jim. You know, here we come to the end of the game. The pressure is coming on, and that stop might put some pressure on the offense.
The Raiders not punting. Going to go for it on 4th down. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And Crabtree's going to pull in the bullet pass. What a gutsy play by the defense here. They were challenged on a 4th down situation, and they hold them. It could be a huge momentum swing as we head to the final quarter.
I like what you said. Gutsy play by the defense. And what's the word that I want to use on the offensive side going forward on 4th down? Let's see, the word is stupid. That's what it is.
Welcome back. The 4th quarter about to get underway here in a game that has had no shortage of offense.
Well, the fans have got what they paid for. They love seeing offense, and we have seen a lot of it here today, or a lack of defense. Listen, the offenses have been great, but sooner or later the defense has to take a chance and try to make a play to turn these things around.
reception by Anderson. Anderson's tackled right at the 28. Hurry up, 2-minute offense. The Broncos take it from the 28. He'll throw it over the middle. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Daniel's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Anderson's hand at the football. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders load up the box, going with the 46 defense. They're going to run it on the toss. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
The Broncos ain't never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
Peyton Manning under center. First down at the 17. Toss play. Woodson's all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Green's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. 2nd and 11. Throws the pass. Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown. They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Handoff out of the eye. So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the two-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
They'll take it at the 20. The Raiders ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10. Stands in the pocket. On the money.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
They're going to the hurry. The Raiders take it from the 43. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
He's got the catch. 6th catch today so far. The Raiders still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Carr's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Another interception. We're getting late in the game, and that big defensive play now puts the offense in perfect position to take control of this one.
Yeah, you know what happened? I'll give a lot of credit to the defense, but the quarterback on the other side, I think he's had so much success, he got overconfident, and he took a chance, and he got burned.
And now here's the toss. Gains 11.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Press coverage all the way. First down at the 15. Looking across the middle. Jumps high and comes down with it. That's his third catch of the day. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that. They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Max all over that offense and brings him down. The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Broncos will take the snap from the 40. C.J. Anderson with the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. First down at the 43. Manning's unable to find his target that time.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Here's the football resting at the 43. Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Davis, he's in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
The Raiders take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, you know, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So don't be looking for it. Try to end the game, and just know today the team on the other side beat you up, and they were the better team.
Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football. That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Looking at every option. Cooper's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. Won't huddle now. Going to conserve the timeout and rush back to the line. Cooper's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. And that'll probably go as a drop. The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Playing press coverage to the outside. And the pass goes incomplete. Ward in on the coverage.
The Raiders will second-guess that play call. That time on 3rd short. They throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's 4th down.
He'll throw it over the middle. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. The Broncos offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
What a shootout it was, and what a great way to finish off the game with a victory like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to figure out if it's a shootout or just a lot of really awful defense, but a lot of scoring, pretty exciting, and a good victory for the team.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
And I know she'll be the death of me.